Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahn, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
Next up, here comes the White Sox and the Royals. Well, they can't all be beauties. Is
Well,
that great?
Ramon, you called that. I was definitely a skeptic yesterday, and the Royals got the win. I think Curtis had it as a lock. Someone else did. I couldn't believe it. There we go.
Yeah, well, again, like I said, I mean, I just when I was laughing at those games, $1.60, right? Why all of a sudden was the big move? Now I understood maybe that I don't know. I don't know if I understood at all, but maybe because Yarborough hadn't looked that great or whatever. And uh, anyways, we know Zach, typical Zach, he can look great like he did last game, and then that's a veteran that yes, Zach is stretching out his career. He's a competitor. He loves to play. So I think veterans sometimes, unlike veterans that are still a little bit in there, like a guy like Kershaw or something. I'm not putting Greinke in the Kershaw, but Greinke is definitely he'll
Maybe
be in the
Greinke like
Royals
10
Hall.
years ago, right?
He'll be in the Royals Hall of Fame, right, Mindy?
Well, he might make it to Cooperstown. You don't know. He was awesome.
Was
How many years ago? But yeah, he's just kind of a average, below average pitcher right now. Unfortunately.
last game he looked like Cy Young.
Right. Right. Right.
What are you gonna
Uh,
do with your Royal? Maybe because I follow the Royals more closely because of our relationship. Uh, maybe I'm zeroed in. I feel like I've been right on the Royals a lot.
yeah, that's good, right? I just kind of feel like, Cease here. I think he's, the better pitcher of the two. But I also feel like I have a White Sox or Royals team that's able to give this up in the late innings here for sure. Uh, the White Sox team, they're giving up 5 runs to their opponents. The Royals are giving up 6.47 runs to their opponents. I think this one gets over the total. That's how I'm looking here in this one today.
All right, Mindy's gonna take the over here with Cease and Greinke at 8.5 over.
We got 4 games to enjoy the White Sox versus Royals.
And we'll
It's like
talk
gets
about
us
them.
through all day.
Oh, we don't have to talk about them tomorrow.
Well, that's true. You get to though, right?
Sure. Uh, so in this one, Mindy, yeah, but Greinke, it is pretty obvious he must feel more comfortable at home. When you're older, I don't know, you sleep in your own bed, whatever. You're not traveling. Maybe that's why Greinke can come up with these performances. You mentioned Cease, yeah, he's better, younger, whatever he is. I'm going to take the White Sox here in this one as a favorite on the road at $1.35 here. That's gone up just a little bit, and this total also. I did see some nines early, so maybe it's gone down a little bit. But the steam came in, widely reported steam on the under. But I don't know. You said it. These teams don't exactly go under every game. They have a tendency to go over, mostly because of bad pitching. I
Yeah.
know we make fun of the Royals' offense. You know, I think
I mean,
they.
right now they're not clicking, but
No,
they have been
no,
there. It kind of just depends for the situation. They can, get some runs on the board.
Oh, I think the reason why I tout the offense a little bit is because I think they're underachieving. I think they should be better.
Sure.
Right? Okay, we know Witt's young, so he's going to have his ups and downs. I mean, he's a player who's definitely been rushed a little bit. He's a pro. He's a major leaguer, there's no doubt, but he's had to kind of learn quickly. White Sox money line here for Brent. The solo will fade Greinke. Like I said, that was bad news last game. I'm going to fade him too, though, in this one. Scotch here, though, on the under going against you here in this one, Mindy. I wasn't sure. Royals money line for Fernando. I don't know what Gary's saying, but I like it. I'll say it. White Sox, these are macaroni, not macaroni.
Uh, Deep Thoughts by Gary Confredo.
I don't think that's going to make it on a T-shirt, but maybe Gary's got the macaroni play of the day.
Lockeroni.
Do you have macaroni grill by you at all?
We used to have one. Not anymore.
No, they're looking. Grinky strong at home. In case he will not hammer Cease. That's his reasoning on that under lock. All right, Mindy is on.
I think it's just going to be more of the bullpens get blown up. That's kind of how that's kind of how I'm seeing it.
Well, look what happened in that A's series, right? I mean, it was runs. I mean, was calling for runs.
Yep.
So I should have been more.
But then you got it right though at the end, because you're like, I'll take the under, in that last
right.
game
Well, that
of the
was just
series, and only got 6. So you're right on it, like you said.
Well, the fact that it did go considerably under, but again, I'm the type that in baseball, when I see an opener, right, it was, there definitely were 9s out there. Now, granted, it may have settled for most at 9.5, but there's no doubt the game touched 10.
It did, yeah.
And when I see a full line, one line, that's not based, that maybe was based on the fact that the teams were just producing a lot of runs.
Sure.
I'm willing to go the other way, and that's. Well, I don't know if it's a secret or a key to my success, but I don't want to dumb down the handicap. You guys are great handicappers. Maybe like I said, why am I the luckiest? Because I just end up going against. I'm a contrarian to go against the public. Certainly, no doubt. I'll pile on the steam, but I'll fade the public as well. Okay, and that's all conjecture. I mean, nobody really, we see some ticket counts. I believe all those, to a certain extent, all those ticket counts. I don't think there's some guy behind a computer saying, oh, my little, even if you want, now granted, I subscribe to a service where I should be getting good numbers, 2 services where, the books participate with those line services to give their ticket counts. So I trust them. But I think that even when you're looking at some of those websites out there, and we're going to be adding this technology, by the way, to Tony's Picks very, very soon, where you can check lines anyway. I don't know if we're having ticket counts, but we'll have our line service up on the side. But when you check some of those free line services that show ticket counts, I don't think there's some guy sitting there like, oh, on my website, people are going to look at these ticket counts and everybody's going to be wrong, and I'll fool everybody into taking the. No, I think there's just some technology in there with sportsbook ticket counts that's somewhat reliable, especially when you see 2/3 in one way or the other. That's usually my magic number. If you're seeing 54s and 48s, if you look at 2 sites, a lot of times you're going to see one book on one side, one on the other, and that's just selective process, because a lot of times the ticket count is in direct correlation with discrepancies in the line from one book to another. So when you see, though, if you get 2 sources at 2/3, those are I'm willing to trust. Okay, Royals money line here for Corday. All right, Mindy, let's take another look here at the next one. As I took the White Sox, you took the over in that one.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab, where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.